Alright folks, I'm gonna actually change my recommendation on the Xiaomi Mi A2. I did not recommend it earlier back in October. I think it was October 14th or something, because it didn't have expandable storage. And then I went over a few reviews today, and I did find out that one, it does at least have EIS at 1080 and below, which is good. Electronic image stabilization, wondrous and amazing thing, isn't it? Yeah. And 64 gigabytes of storage is going to leave you with, I don't know, but probably 51, 52 gig on board. And I'm looking at my phone, the one we're shooting this on, and I've got a 32 gig card in there plus the 16 on board, and I still have a ton of free space left. And that's after owning it for 2 years. So 64 gig of RAM or ROM is plenty. It's a great phone. It's got the 4 gig of RAM. It's got a really good display, and we'll get to all that in the video. I'll show you the specs. I'll point out my previous video at the very end. I'll link that so you can watch what I was thinking back then. And there's a few reviews linked in there too, which are pretty good, thorough reviews from Alex, who's also known as Red Skull, and Chris over at techtablets.com. So you'll want to watch that video also. Let's get right to the video here. Enough of me talking. Alright folks, I'm back. As I stated in the intro, back on October 14th, I was a little against this because the prices were a little steep on these. The gold one on Gearbest was a little high, and you could get the, I believe it was the black one for a little bit less. No, it was the blue denim one you could get on Amazon. Well, now the prices have come down a little, so we're going to go over those real quick. I'm just going to go through my the description below kind of deal. It's a 5.99 inch display, full HD plus at 2160 by 1080 with a Snapdragon 660 SoC, Android 8.0. This is pure Google. It's Android 1, which means you're going to get Android 9 on this right away. It's got a 64 gig of onboard storage, dual SIMs, 4 gig of RAM. The rear cameras are 12 megapixel and 20 megapixel rear shooters, and a 20 megapixel front. The rear shooters do have electronic image stabilization. I don't believe it works at 4K, but it does work at 1080p, which is more than enough to shoot videos with. And that's kind of a primary concern of mine because I use one of these for work. So that stuff will all be in the description below, as I always say. And all the links to the previous video, it'll be linked at the end of this one anyway. So let's get right to it. Over at Gearbest right now, and this is kind of a limited time thing. You got about 5 hours and 15 minutes from me filming this. It's not going to be up for another, so about 4 hours from the time this comes out. Now they may extend that. They're constantly doing that. They got 64 pieces left. $209 if you are okay with the gold color. You're going to pay a lot more for the others. And of course you're going to wait quite a few days. This is a global ROM, or the global version. It's a really good phone, folks. And like I said, I'm revising my opinion on it. The storage isn't that important to discount it from the fact that at $209, it's what, or $210, it's $10 more than like a mobile or the new mobile G3, which has a smaller screen. It does have expandable storage, but let's face it, it's all what you're looking for. But you can go right over here to Amazon, and guess what? Yeah, you can get this thing in black for $224 even. You can get it in the denim blue for a mere $229.49, and for a few cents more you can still get it in the gold for $230. Not a bad deal? Not at all. I don't think so. Because you're going to get this thing right away. You know, you're not going to have to wait 18 days or 20 days for it to arrive. It's up to you. But those are your two choices. They're not saying they're running out of any of these at Amazon, so if you need to think about it, this is still the way to go. This phone does support voice over LTE. Doesn't have NFC, as far as I know, but it's a good phone, and it doesn't have a microSD card slot, and it doesn't have a 3.5mm headset jack, but it is going to come with a dongle and a charger, so you'll be good to go no matter what. So it's up to you. I just figured I ought to get this out there as quick and dirty as possible. So we're going to say that's all I got for tonight. As usual, this will all be posted over at tabletserver.com/WordPress. That's linked in the description below also, or check my Twitter account, whatever. And this is the previous review I did. You could go there and watch it after you watch the first one. So on that note, I'm going to say that's all I got. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe. Thanks a lot, folks. Have a great evening and a super week.
I've been flying from town to town.